Hey everyone, it is Zach, and I've thought of something that I don't know if anyone has tried yet. I've used it a little bit on the Battle Stadium doubles ladder, and it's been going okay, but I feel like this strategy might be more effective when Series 7 rules come out, and I'll explain in a little bit. So basically, we're going to ignore these four. They're really here just for like filler. And I was trying to build a team off of it, and it's a very half-baked team that's built upon this gimmick. So we have Grimmsnarl right here, and Grimmsnarl has Prankster, which lets non-attacking moves have priority, basically go first. So Grimmsnarl is a very good Prankster mon, basically because Whimsicott's gone. So the only other way that you can get priority Tailwind is through Talonflame's Gale Wings. So when it comes to Prankster mons right now, Grimmsnarl is probably one of your best bets. And for this strategy right now, as far as I know, it is the only bet. So what we have is a Grimmsnarl with Spirit Break, Thunder Wave, Light Screen, and Swagger. And Swagger is what we're looking at today. So for those who don't know what Swagger is unfortunately 85% accurate, but it raises the target's attack by 2 and confuses it. So Confusion deals damage based off of the opponent's attack stat. So if your opponent has a boosted attack and it gets hit in Confusion, it is going to actually do more damage than it would with no stat buffs while confused. Here's what I wanted to pair it with. Burning Jealousy. So Burning Jealousy is a spread damage move new to the Island of Armor. It's one of the tutor moves in the Isle of Armor, and it is a 100% burn chance if the target has had its stat raised that turn. So basically, my plan is with this team is I lead Grimmsnarl and Chandelure. I swagger the Pokemon I want. It gets confused. It gets a +2 in attack. And then I Burning Jealousy and burn it. It's a very high risk, I don't know if high reward strategy. I want to say I've been able to do it against some teams with multiple Pokemon. The reason why I think it's not that important in Series 6 right now is because your big threats are things like Primarina, some Duraludons here and there, Lapras, or Gudra, and Porygon Z. Forget if I already said Porygon Z. But those are mainly special attacking mons. So burning special attacking mons really doesn't minimize their damage output because being burned only affects your attack stat. So for special attacking mons, burning them isn't going to do anything but damage chip. Which damage chip in some relevance is still fine, but where this strategy or this idea works the best is in a format that's more physically dominated. So if I'm going against a Swords of Justice, I can swagger it and of course give it a +2, and if they get a beat up off, it's going to be +6, but it's going to get burned. Now, granted, if you do that to a Swords of Justice, it's still going to basically be like probably at least +2. I don't know how the increments work. I should really figure that out. But it's at least +2, and it's still going to put a lot of damage output in. But if you can burn it early, it's a good way to minimize damage, especially on Pokemon like Cobalion, which actually doesn't have that good of an attack stat compared to the others. So once it's burned, it goes down to 45, and even like attack stat of 45 at +3 is still manageable. So I really like this strategy, but I think it would be more prevalent in a more physically dominated metagame, which when we see what's coming back, we see Garchomp coming back in the Crown Tundra. We see Pokemon like Landorus coming back in the Crown Tundra. When the legendaries come back, there's going to be Groudon, Cortana. These are all physical mons that don't want to get burned, that don't want to take a hit. And one of the interactions that I think is really cool is that I did this against a Lumberry Braviary, And because I use Swagger first, Swagger's priority, I burned the Lumberry on the Confusion, and I was still able to get the burn off. So it can be used really well. It's just that I don't think it works right now in the Series 6 format. But let's try to get it a few games in. Okay, so there's the Braviary and the Dracovish. We're not Stamina Mudsdale though. We're on tempo, so like if we wanted to, we could try to use the Swagger and Trick Room. Okay. So I have to worry about a fake out here. Let's try to get a light screen up. And we'll Shadow Ball the Gothitelle. Okay, so let's try this now. We'll go ahead and Swagger and then Burning Jealousy. Confused. And we get the burn. So no Lumberry. There we go. So your Dynamax is burned here. So I think we just Spirit Break. And we have to just keep Burning Jealousy. That was such a bad switch in for them. Their Dynamax is over. So I can just do the same thing. I can Swagger and Burning Jealousy. Tailwind comes in. Vicious Run, but we go down to Sash. Dracovish is now burned. So we can just Spirit Break here, and we'll just keep Burning Jealousy. Let's see. Still Tailwind. And the thing is, we haven't even used our Dynamax yet. So let's go ahead and Spirit Break. We'll Spirit Break the Gothitelle. And just Protect, because their Dynamax is over. Close Combat does nothing after. And we're stalling out their Trick Room. So here we can just Thunder Wave and max Airstream. Oh, Queenly Mastery. So that's something you need to be careful for with this strategy. So your Tailwind's over. So we can just go ahead and Spirit Break and max Airstream. Okay, So it took 3 battles to find one where this strategy worked. But like I said, the only thing I've worked on really with this team is the gimmick, the Burning Jealousy swagger. Everything else is just, I threw it on to hope that it would work. So I think this could be a good strategy in Series 7. I definitely want to see if we can get more Pokemon, maybe a faster Burning Jealousy Mon to get onto it. I know I can Scarf Chandelure, but I rather have Focus Sash, so I can at least get one off if I need it. But the reason why I think that this could be big is because this guy right here gets Prankster Swagger. Thundurus was really well known for his Prankster Swagger years back, and I think pairing him with a fast Burning Jealousy user in a game that's dominant of physical attackers might be a really good strategy, especially because the confusion will burn the Lumberry before the Burning Jealousy goes off. So looking into this, if I go to the Teambuilder, and I think I have it on VGC 20, right now we have really 3 Pokemon that can take advantage of this with good special attack. Grimmsnarl is really our only Prankster Swagger user right now in Series 6. But then we have a Alolan Persian, which can hit a timid max speed at a 183, and a Fur Coat ability doubles the physical defense. So you can basically get more hits off if you, with investing into health and bulk and speed. And you really don't have to worry about hitting it. The only thing that stinks about this, it is the fastest, but it is probably one of the lowest special attackers. The next one on the speed bracket is Zeraora, which has a 172 speed at max speed timid. And the one thing I really like about this is that it has a 120 special attack base stat. So those Burning Jealousies are going to hit pretty hard. And you can also, with Illusion, you can lead something, you can make it look like you're leading something else and really bait into a physical attacking Mon to either Dynamax or go after it, so you can get the swagger off. Fake Out kind of bums this strategy, which is why I brought on the Serena on my original team to help stop Fake Out. So if I needed to set up light screens or burn a Fake Out turn, I can do that. And then the one I'm using is Chandelure. Chandelure is basically running at this point 252. It has 80 base speed, so I think when Prankster Tailwind comes back, you will need a Choice Scarf to make this like a valid strategy. But if they don't lead Tailwind, you can probably get at least one Swagger Burning Jealousy off. It's just you have to make sure they lead their special attacker. This strategy really punishes that turn 1 Dynamax that everyone is against. But I just wanted to share this. I think it's a strategy that could be good if played really well. It took me 3 battles to find a match where it works really well. It does really shut down Braviary, even Lumberry, because the confusion on top of the burn. And as you saw in that match, that it didn't have a Lumberry, so not only was it burned, but it was confused, and we basically wasted all of their Dynamax turns. But anyways, if you like this strategy, give the video a like. I hope you made it this far in the video. If you did, I want to say thank you. But if you want to keep up with this and you want to see more of my competitive play, I do a Hope for Master Ball, where I use one team and climb up to Master Ball every season. So you can go ahead and subscribe to keep up with that. Anyways, I'm Zach, and I'll see you in the next one.